Ain't no Lee like to be Lee. Is you tripping?
Lord, keep me from all evil. Lord, keep me as I travel down this road.
Good morning. Good morning to everybody. I just want to come on this morning, man. Uh, just talk, just real briefly, just to greet you guys, just to check the temperature in the room, so to speak. We got season 8 getting ready to jump off, coming up real soon, October the 6th. We got some bangers to start the season off with. Games like the Gorillas versus Public Enemy, the Nuggets versus Filet in the finals rematch, OFN and the Warriors, Gladiators and Walking Buckets, Space Jam and Prolific. I mean, we got an action-packed open season opener, and I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic about it. And I know you guys are definitely looking forward to it, man. We got some great competition. We got some great guys that have signed up to be in the league. Listen, do not forget to take care of your responsibilities. I'll say it again. Do not forget to take care of your responsibilities. We got guys who are already sending in their league fee, shall I say. They're already getting theirs taken care of. OFN have already taken care of theirs as a team. Shout out to them, Spaz, and make sure that he got it done on behalf of the team. So shout out to OFN, Quan Curry, Jamal Ray, Boat Ray, and the guys taking care of responsibility. So don't forget, don't be laxed. I'm telling you, when it comes to the rosters, you talk to me. When it comes to the rules, you talk to Tank. When it comes to the scheduling, you talk to Josh Ross. But when it comes to the fees, you got to talk to Miss Harvey. You got to go through her. I have nothing to do with that. You got to go through her. So with that being said, I'm on this morning because I do want to talk, address a few things. I'm not going to do the full team. I'm not going to do the full game breakdown. I'll do that probably later this week. But what I do want to do is I want to go through each and every one of the teams, the 11 teams that we have. I want to give you my take on each one, what I think, what I feel, who's was a good addition, who I feel wasn't a good addition, who had a great off season, who really didn't have a good off season for our returning teams. I just want to go through and just talk briefly on a few of these guys or these teams this morning. Tag your team, tag your players, let them know that we're on live this morning. I thank you for allowing me to be in your living room, in your work area, in your car, wherever you are. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining in with me. And again, tag somebody. Do it now. Do it now. I do it for you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start off and talk about none other than our defending champions. Let's talk about the Nuggets. I want to talk about them first. Uh, I think if I can just say this and say it with all sincerity and all clarity, I think the Twins had a disappointing offseason. I think they had a disappointing offseason, especially as returning champions. One, You want to run it back, and you want to run it back with everybody that you just won it with. You want to run it back with your Eli's and your Demetriuses and your Beast Modes and your Dantes and your DJs, and you want to run it back with your core guys. But unfortunately for this team, you had a big piece to step away. Yes, and we're talking about one we call Torrey Phillips, who opted to leave the Nuggets to go join the Warriors. And this is just my honest opinion. I would have loved to see Torrey run it back just one more time with the defending champions. And I get it. I understand. He's chasing history. Well, what's the history? Courtney Rhodes, Rose, Torrey Phillips. These three guys have the chance to do something nobody has ever done in the B League, and that's to become a three-time champion. Nobody has done that. Torrey Phillips is chasing history, so he got with this Hustle Town family, and he chose to go the Warrior route. Was the Twins disappointed? Absolutely. Did they felt let down? Sure they did. Was the team disappointed? You can bet your bottom dollar they were. But this was a decision that Torrey Phillips made. You have to respect it. You have to live with it. Will he be a great addition to the Warriors? If used correctly, he would be. But wouldn't it be a travesty? Wouldn't it be a complete, utter letdown if Torrey Phillips was to go to the Warriors just to get 5 minutes of gameplay for the entire game? That would be a travesty. But we'll see what happens when we cross that path October the 6th. But again, they had the Nuggets had some key additions that I did like that they picked up. One in particular, I like the Wendell Tutu Tyson pickup of Vashil coming back, which makes a definite impact. And then with the returning Dante Beast Mode, Eli, who was phenomenal for the Nuggets, and I'm looking for him to take a higher role and doing this team. But Twins are going to put these guys in a position to win. Former coach of the years, so they know what they're doing. They know what it takes to win. They laid the blueprint out, did it with no superstar. Can they do it again? Can they conquer a feat that no team in B League history has conquered? Being a team that repeat back-to-back champions. No team has done it. And they also can be a team to win, not just back-to-back, but just a team that has kept their name, kept their core, and won it again. That hasn't happened. So we're going to see what's going to happen with that. But all in all, if I was to grade the off season for the Nuggets, and then might I add, they did have Cam Desmute. They had him locked in the off season, and what did he do? He left the team. I'm definitely disappointed in Cam Desmute, but again, that was his decision to make, not mine. But he would have fit perfectly on that Nuggets roster. Perfectly. But to each his own. That's the decision he made. If I was to grade the Nuggets off season, I would say I would give them a C minus. A C minus. They were let down. Shout out to the Twins. Shout out to the Nuggets. It's an uphill battle, but they're ready to climb this thing. Let me move on to the Gorillas. I want to go to the Gorillas, and I'll go in order as what you see on the bottom of your screen. I want to go with the Gorillas. Vegas has the Gorillas as the odd-on favorites to win this whole thing. Vegas have the Gorillas locked in number one to be the season 8 champions. Let me tell you something about Daniel Larry. I might be jumping the gun, but I have to say this guy may have been the GM of the offseason because the upgrades that he made with this team has been nothing short of amazing. When you bring in the likes of a Pargo Williams, who was comeback player of the year, Cam Burks, Randy, Mario, then you keep the likes of Vincent Love, and you add Kadarius Dunn, uh, uh, um, Michael Page. This team has some hitters. Again, Vegas have them locks as the odd-on favorites to win this whole thing. And then you throw in Howard as your coach, one who can be the glue that can make this thing work. All in all, this Gorilla team will be the team to beat. Not only will they be the team to beat, they will be the team to watch. They have power, core power, whether at the starting unit or whether they're coming off of the bench. If everybody buys in, this team will be the team to beat. Mark my word. Because you have Daniel Larry, then you have Howard as a coach, then you have Destiny as an assistant, then you have Mac as an assistant. Some are questioning. Some are questioning. I've been hit with this question. Will this work? Will this work? And I'm going to say, I believe this is going to work. Not just work, but I mean work perfectly. If I was to grade the Gorillas, I would give them a A plus. Hell of an off season. The additions that Big D has made has been absolutely phenomenal. You got to take your hats off to him. This guy worked his tail off in the offseason to get a roster that's suitable. He took it on the chin this last season. The Gorillas did not have a season that was fruitful, and they could not multiply. He took it to the chin. He said, I'm upgrading, and that he did. You got to remember, this core team that he has brought in, we can just go ahead and say this is Trill family. And the last time Trill family was in the league, they were on course to winning the championship. The only reason they did not win was we ran into the Truth League starting, and they had to pull out, rightfully so, to get their league up and running. If that had not have happened, they would have won the championship that year. Nobody was beating them. Not OFN, not the OGs, not Hustletown. Nobody was beating that Trill family team. Now they come back with Howard leading the way. We're talking about a guy that can defeat you before you even step on the court. We're talking about a guy that can talk you out of your game before you even get in the layup line. We're talking about a guy who has been solidified, bona fide, Hall of Famer, whatever you want to call him. This guy can beat you just by with his mouth alone, pause. He can beat you just by talking you out of the game. Teams got it cut out. And I'm wanting to see what Cuddy and Public Enemy, Floyd Hayes, and these guys are going to do with this Gorilla team that's coming in. Will they allow their emotions to get the best of them? I don't want to go too far talking about Public Enemy because I got some things to say about them. But if I was to grade the Gorillas, I would give them a A plus. Let me move on, and let me do this quickly. We have the returning Season 6 champions, Trouble. Do I have to go any further with that? This is a bona fide, solidified, Hall of Fame worthy organization that is coming back. You know what comes with them. In the words of DJ Khaled, all they do is win, win, win. And the odds maker in Vegas have trouble number 2 with the best odds of winning this whole thing. The Vegas is saying if you put your money on the Gorillas or put your money on trouble. That's what Vegas is saying. This team coming in. The only critique that I have for trouble, and it's not against the staff, and it's not against the organization, and it's not against the player. The only concern I have against trouble is Larry He's Wet Williams. That's my only concern. Let me tell you why. When you have somebody who's used to losing all the time, and you're putting on a winning team, he tends to wet the bed. He tends to wet himself due to overexcitement. This guy is so excited to be a part of a winning organization. Larry Williams is saying, I'll keep stats, I'll tote gym bags, I'll even wash the jock strap. I just want to be a part of a winning organization. This is the question that has been imposed. I've been hit with this question several times through via inbox. The fans want to know, the people want to know, and I pose these questions to the B-League community, the B-League universe right now. If trouble was to win this championship, does this count for Larry Williams? Will this win be respected amongst his peers? That's a good question, and I want to know, will it be looked upon, frowned upon, or will it be respected? Larry Williams, I love him, but let me tell you something. When Larry Williams is excited about something, he texts me at 4:57 a.m. ready to have a whole conversation about Raheem Appleby. Larry Williams will text you at 5:30. If he sees that green light on in your inbox, Larry Williams will contact you, ready to have a trouble conversation. I understand it. I get it. Larry Williams haven't had a winning season since season 2 of the B League with the Nets. He's with a winning organization, and he can't help himself. Matter of fact, he's ordering trouble tumblers. He is ordering trouble shirts, trouble underwear. He got trouble backpacks. This guy is excited. Rightfully so. But pipe down, Larry Williams. Let these guys do what they do best. Enjoy the ride. You're not in the passenger seat. You're not in the back seat. You're in the trunk. Enjoy the ride. Will it be bumps? Will you hit a stumbling block? Just enjoy the ride, Larry Williams. If I was to grade trouble, again, I will give them an A+ with what I seen them, what I know. And then you pick up Anton Beard, and with the returning Raheem Appleby, we know what we're getting from this team. Let me hurry up. Let me go to OFN. They're third in the Vegas odds maker of winning a championship. This is my only concern with OFN. Jamal Ray, we know that the pressure is going to be on him. People are saying he has to win the big one this year. And I think with the addition of Spaz, I think the chances are very high for a Jamal Ray, Boat Ray type of winning organization. And then you throw Quan Curry in the mix, who I'm a big fan of. I think he's going to really turn heads this season. This guy can go out and give you 25 on a bad day. With Coop taking over the coaching responsibilities, again, you throw in you throw in William, and you throw in the brothers. Man, this is going to be a team. This is the squad. I like what they've done, especially with the off-season moves. You throw in Anton. Again, will it work? Will it gel? Jamal Ray, I don't think he's played with a guy the caliber of the reigning MVP in Spaz. I'm looking forward to see how it goes. All right. Good morning. I'm looking to see how it goes. I'm excited to see it. This team will be a team to watch. They will be a team to beat. But they got to get it done. They got to get it done. The only concern I have for OFN is Coop at the coaching position. Will he be friendly in his coaching, or will he drop the hammer and really tell guys, you ain't playing up to your potential? Sit down. Will he check red for shooting Steph Curry threes? Will he check say, hey, brother, you ain't got it going. You on the bench. Will he bench a Quan Curry? Will he tell a Jamal Ray, listen, brother, you ain't got it. You're drunk. Come sit down. Will he? That's going to be my only concern. But with the roster, I'm only grading by roster. If I was to grade them, I will give them, I'm going to give them an A-. I'll give them an A-. The team has to show up. The team has to show up. That's the only reason the minus is there. The team has to show up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move on. The next team I will grade will be Filet Town. Vegas is really high on this team. They are the fourth team that has the highest odds to win the championship. Let me tell you, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the grade I have for them. I'm giving Filet an A+. This is why. They kept the core. Dion, Dro, Brewer, 38, Lil Man. They kept the core. Then they added a big man. Then they added another big man. Then they added the likes of Braden Williams and a T.D. Walton. Let me tell you something. This team, I'll go on the limb and say it. Don't be surprised if this team is in the finals again. They can make back-to-back finals appearances. Let me tell you one. They ain't backing down for no challenge. Said can care less about who's in the league, who you picked up, who did this, and who did what. They can care less about. This team is coming to play. Not only are they coming to play, they're coming to win. With the addition of Braden Williams, and I'm high on this guy, with the shooting ability of T.D. Walton, you throw that in with Dion, you throw that in with Honeycat, with the tenacity and the energy that Dro brings. And Brewer showed you in the playoffs how important he is to this whole thing. A+ for this roster. I'm telling you right now, Dion Lane is the key factor for the success of this team. Sit back, let him go. There's no coach, which this what That's where this team failed at last time. This team don't need a coach. This is the only team besides Trouble that don't need a coach. Let these boys run. A+ for the Filet roster. I did the Nuggets. Let me go to the Warriors. I'm giving the Warriors because this is Hustle Town all over again, mixed with Corn, mixed with Cam Desmuke. But again, if we're going to just call a thing, this is Hustle Town reincarnated. Have they ran their course? That's going to be the question. Have they ran their course? Yes, they are a champion. Some say it was a fluke. Some say, if you ask Bobby Johnson, he will tell you they won it off a technicality. They didn't win it for real. But they are champions. Jaquez Smith coming back, Clyde Ricks coming back. I love the addition of Jordan Varner. I think Corn is a superstar. You know what you're going to get from him. But I'm just wondering, have this team run their course? I think Warriors don't make it over the hump. I do think they will be a playoff team, but I don't think they will be seated high. Can Clyde Ricks and Cam Desmuke gel together? Now, it's easy to say, yeah, they are gel. But really, would they really? I'm concerned about this team. I don't think Jimmy had the pizzazz that he normally has in the offseason, bringing in players. He had players, but a lot of them left, and we understand that. I'm really concerned about this team. If I was to give this Warriors team a grade, I'm going to give them a C+. I know that's pretty low, and I know I'm going to catch flack for that, but I am going to give them a C+. Can Courtney Rose's legs hold up? Will Rose be focused? Will Jaquez Smith even show up? Will Clyde Ricks show up? These are just other concerns that we have when we talk about the Warriors. Will they be ready? Let's go on to Prolific. Interesting group. Veteran ball club. Tanner, Mon Turner, Caleb Walker, who I'm a big fan of. When he was playing, he would lead the league in free throw attempts. This brother know how to get to the line. Not only does he know how to get to the line, he know how to hit his free throws. That's going to be big for this team. Darius Henderson. Don't sleep on this guy. He can be lights out from three. Then they got new talent coming in from Shreveport, whom I have heard will put this team over the top. So to be fair with a grade, because I have to see the new addition guys, but I trust Tanner. I trust his judgment. He ain't playing with nobody that's scrubbed. Believe that. Mon Turner ain't coming back playing with nobody that's scrubbed. So I'm going to give this roster a B-. The minus is because I got to see the other guys. But off the strength of Tanner and off the strength of Mon Turner, I think this team is going to be legit. Then you got Antonio Barfield coaching. I'm intrigued about them because they criticized me big time when I was coaching the STP squad. They talked about me badly. They said, Hatch, you can't win a game. I'm watching them real closely. This Antonio Barfield guy. I'm watching him real closely. I want to see what he's going to do. Can he lead this team to prolific victories. See how I threw that in there? Prolific W's. I'm ready to see this team. B minus, walking buckets. I got word that this walking buckets team that's coming in, I heard that they stunk it up in Camden. This is just what I heard. I heard that they stunk it up in Camden and they come to turn over a new leaf here in the B League. I can't go off of what I heard, but I will go off of what I know. I know Teasy. I know Trey Davis. These guys, the last time Teasy was in the league, it didn't bode well for him. He has assured me that I'm coming for vengeance. I'm hooping this time. I'm excited to see it. And I'm wondering how it's going to happen. Because I don't know everything, I'm going to give them a C. Because I need to physically see how they're going to be. Space Jam, my boy Velman, PJ, Zale, Clay, these guys, Rayshawn, we've seen them before. I'm giving them a D. A D because I don't trust them. We've seen this before. Now, will they turn the page? Will they turn the leaf? Will they be playoff contending? Will they be in contention? This is what we want to see. I want to give them a D. I want them to get mad. Prove me wrong. We've heard this song. We've seen the fat lady sing. They said PJ can't lock up a butterfly. They said Rayshawn shooting ability, he can't even shoot in the toilet. They said Velman can't even run up and down the court 2 times without needing a sub. They said Josh Carroll can't even see without his glasses. They said Zale braids are too tight and he can't think. I'm just saying, this is what I'm hearing. I give them a D because I don't trust this team. I think they will be a utter, complete failure. I think they will stink it up. I think the same verbiage that the walking buckets have got, I think we're going to label this Space Jam team with the same thing. I think they're going to stink it up. I think they're not going to come to perform. I think they're going to fail, and I think they're going to fail miserably. Prove me wrong, Space Jam. I love each and every one of you guys on the team. But we've sung this song before. They said the song is played out. But we're going to see. Public Enemy. I'm giving Public Enemy a B. Just a plain B. This is why. Because they got heart. Cuddy, Floyd Hayes, Skylar, James Hubbard Parker, certified guys. I still think that J-Dog is going to be an X factor. My boy Scooter Blair over there. I like what they got. I think they're going to compete. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do against the Gorillas. I'm going to give them a B. But this team is going to come down to emotions. Should have gave them an E for emotional. Will this team be the most emotional team in the league? If you get them in their feelings, will they fail? If you get them in their feelings, will they cough it up? This is going to be a sight to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll go to the Gladiators. That's my last one before I get off of this live. I'm giving the Gladiators an A+. I think Brett Gregory, I think Hunter Parker have had the most, besides Daniel Larry, I think, and besides Newtown, besides Filet, I think this team has had one of the greatest off seasons that we've seen thus far. I think Brett Gregory, Hunter Parker, Mario Manley, I think what they added depth, they added youth, and they added firepower. This is going to be the team that you better not take lightly. I think this team is going to sneak up on people. I got them making the playoffs. I got them upsetting a team the same way Newtown did last year, Filet did last year. I got this team really making legitimate noise, and I'm not. CJ Ellis, Mario Manley, D Green, D Willis. If he shows up, I got this team turning heads. I'm telling you, I'm giving them a A+ grade for the offseason. This is going to be a team to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, October the 6th is coming. And I just wanted to give some brief grades just to give you a feel, just to talk this morning. I'll be back. I think I'm coming back on Thursday, and I'll break down the games. But for now, I want you to eat on this, chew on this, love this, like this, share this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going up, and we're going up at a rapid pace. This is your boy Hat. This has been What's the Word. I love you. Like this video, share this video, tell your friend, tell your neighbor. We going up October the 6th. Peace out.